My name is DJ Agile, producer, DJ, music nerd, vinyl nerd. That's what's up.
Okay. How long you been DJing for?
Oh my God. Too long to mention.
Yeah?
Yeah, longer than I haven't been.
What got you into DJing?
It's a good question. I kind of stumbled into DJing. It wasn't like a chosen profession. I just used to collect music. And I always bought records instead of cassettes or CDs. It was just my choice of media. It was my medium of choice. So I'd buy the records and then make my own little tapes, not mix, just selections. And then someone asked me to make a tape, and that's how it happened. Someone asked me to make them a tape, and then the tape kind of blew up at school. And then I was making tapes and then playing parties, and here we are.
How long have you been producing for?
In and around the same time. So like they kind of happened at the same time. I was really like once I started getting into DJing, then I fell in love with Pete Rock and CL Smooth, and then I wanted to do what Pete Rock was doing. So
And that's how you got into that.
in and around that time.
Okay. So with regards to ear health then, what are some warning signs that DJs and producers should maybe look out for that where they should maybe go get their ears checked out?
But if you're a producer or a DJ, you work in a loud environment, you should probably get them checked out yearly at the minimum. And I'm guilty of not doing that. If you hear ringing when it's quiet, it's called tinnitus. It's basically the hairs in your ear are lying down, and every time they lie down, they don't get back up ever. And the lying down part is the ringing that you're hearing. It's because your ears are resetting from having one less hair to detect audio, right? So if you're getting constant ringing or just random ringing every once in a while, you should probably go get your ears checked out for sure.
If someone has tinnitus, can they correct that?
Not yet, apparently, but there's all sorts of things you can do to slow it down, right?
Okay.
I mean, once you get to the constant ringing stage, there's no fix for that. So you want to stop before that. But like I use in-ear monitors. That's what I DJ with because it's quieter, right? Like headphones, you're combating the noise and the loudness in the space that you're working in. And then you're trying to make sure that you get like a seal, and then it's going to be loud in your ears. These kind of do both, right? So I put them in. The thing with working with in-ears, though, you have to get used to is to, before you plug your headphones in, turn down the headphones, especially if you're playing with other people, because a lot of guys like to crank their headphones. So get used to that because you don't want your in-ears in and the volume blazing at the same time. It's a bad experience.
I'm very guilty of that.
But yeah, I use in-ear monitors. So if you can get used to, I mean, it took me like 2 weeks to get used to them when I first started. I've been on them now for 16, 17 years.
Oh, wow.
I made the switch from headphones. And it took me like 2 weeks to get used to it because it's definitely different. But it's much quieter, right? Like I might get up to 3 on the headphone volume on a DJ mixer. I might get up to 3.
What is the brand that you're using?
This one's Sennheiser.
Okay.
I used to use Shure. There's a bunch of different brands.
Okay.
And then you can also get them. You can go to your ear doctor and get them molded to your thing, and then they'll even sit a little better. These ones aren't molded, but if you sweat a lot, I would suggest you get them molded. It'll stay in your ear better, and it's much quieter. It's a much quieter environment. And then the great part too is like when you're not playing, you can use them to put in both ears and bring the volume down so you're not getting hammered all night. And then there's also lots of different noise canceling earplugs you can use that will reduce the volume but not take out the top and middle end. And there's custom ones you can get done. So you can get ones made for like dropping it 10 dB, 20 dB. So when you go to concerts or clubs or whatever, you can still hear everything clear, just be at a quieter volume.
So when you get your ears checked, do you go to a family doctor or you're going to an audiologist?
Audiologist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the testing like?
I've done it. I'm due to do one. It's a little scary because most most DJs or professionals, you know going in that there's probably some damage, and you're praying to the ear gods that it's minimal damage.
Yeah.
Like with myself, I know that my right ear, which is the ear that I monitor with, is definitely not as sharp as the left ear. So I know that, and going in, it confirmed that. Yeah, I think if you can like figure it out within yourself, like what's the bad news you're able to deal with, and then there's going to be some bad news. If you work in clubs, if you've done it for a profession, if you work in a studio, a loud environment, and doesn't you don't have to be just a DJ. Like I mean, if you're a bartender, bar back, a server, whatever, you work in a loud environment and you're not using ear protection, you work in concert venues, what have you, probably have some degree of damage. And if you love music, hearing is very important, right? Like
Absolutely.
you want to make sure you can still hear your music as you get older. The best thing to do is to kind of mentally prepare, and then once you get the scope of the damage, start developing better habits to circumvent that. Like I mean, I have a keychain that's not on my current keychain. It was on my old keychain, and it had ear noise reduction plugs. And so yeah, when I was out, I'd always have my keys. And then if the sound was abrasive or aggressive or too loud, I'd plug them in. So I need to get back to that. I don't know why I took it off my keychain.
So when you go out, even to just go enjoy yourself, do you have something in your ears?
Yeah, I have earplugs in my DJ bag.
Okay.
And I used to keep those on my keychain. So I really need to put them back on my keychain. The big homie DJ Grouch, he's really good at that. He has a couple.
Yeah.
And he has them always. He has a little case and just pops them in all the time. So, and every time I see him, I'm like, need to do that. But it's always good because like sometimes you'll go to a spot and it's not that the music's not loud. Like maybe the sound system's not tuned properly, right? Or maybe it's too much high end. Or the DJ has the treble cranked or he has bad files. Like all these things assault your ears, right? So sometimes you just don't know what environment, right? So like, do I want to run back to the car to go get my earplugs? Probably not. So I might try to soldier it out. But if it's on my keychain or like really handy, yeah, for sure.
How long is an appointment with an audiologist? Is it like an hour?
It's like the last one I did was like an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do they clean your ears out as well when they're
You can ask for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done ear candling before too.
Yeah.
Some people don't like it. Some people think it's bad, whatever. I had a great experience. Like I felt my ears were like bionic after I had the ear
Clear?
Yeah, it was like everything was super detailed and clear, and a lot of scary stuff came out. It's funny what what your body naturally does to protect your ears.
Yeah.
But I know with the audiologist, they'll put like different drops of stuff that it breaks down the wax, and then the wax will just run out naturally, and you clear it up. I mean, it's gross, but
Sounds gross.
it's super gross. Like don't do that, and then decide you're going out to the club that night. That's, I mean, if you want to turn everybody off,
Yeah.
absolutely do that. But
Disgusting.
it's not a pleasant experience, like the actual process. But once they clear it out, it's great. Yeah.
And what is like a typical cost of getting your ears checked?
Oh, I can't remember.
No?
I mean, it's not covered, which is terrible.
Yeah.
Here in Ontario, but it's not egregious. And like, if you use your ears to make your money, to feed yourself, cost benefit ratio, like figure it out. Like it's
Budget for it
the
every year.
benefit is, you'll be able to hear as you age, and then when you factor in the cost, it's like it's not that. A couple $100.
Yeah.
Can't remember.
Worth it.
Yeah, for sure.
Long term. So any other advice you would give to DJs in terms of DJs or producers, sorry, in terms of keeping their ears healthy?
Yeah, I mean, I have this conversation with a couple people. Your gear matters. Like, the more high end the gear, the better the fidelity. the easier it is on your ear because you get less ear fatigue, right? And ear fatigue, it's like any other muscle, right? You work out, you need a certain amount of rest, right? And if your ear muscles, because it's all muscles, right? Um, if your ears are working more than they need to work because what you're listening through is more aggressive or more abrasive, like your ability to listen longer, there's an additional cost than someone else who's invested more money into better audio converters, better monitors, better headphones, better DJ mixers. Like all these things, there's a cumulative effect of stacking up better audio quality. And even for casual listeners too, like not just professionals, like, you know, the better turntable, the better DAC, like all those things, it helps. Like it's small, incremental, but you have to think this is over thousands of hours and years, right? It adds up.
So what kind of brands would you say people that you trust?
I'm a big Sennheiser fan for my headphones, for my in-ear monitors. Shure's the Shure ones aren't bad.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of different brands for in-ears. Headphones, like stay away from any consumer brands. Like, you know, like they sound cool, like the Beats by Dre, they sound cool. I wouldn't DJ with those. You know what I mean? They're not designed for DJ. Like, could you? Yes, you can DJ with any headphones.
Right.
But once again, like, you know, it's pumping extra bass and stuff like, and bass are bigger frequencies, which is more work for your ears to, you know what I mean? So if you're pumping stuff that's amplified in certain frequencies, that's not going to be beneficial long term, right? So I would just like, you know, the Pioneer DJ stuff, the higher end ones, those are pretty good. Some of the higher end Sony ones, there's I forget the name of the brand, but it's pretty modular. They sound pretty flat, and they're good because like you don't have to replace the whole headphone if it breaks, like if your cord breaks or foam around the ear part. Like they sell just that part, so it's a little more cost effective and a little smarter, like long term play.
What do you think of Audio Technica? Those are the ones that I have.
I like Audio Technica. They make good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm not mad at Audio Technica. And once again, it's like we all start somewhere, so I understand like the initial costs. Like yeah, maybe you don't want to jump in and go grab the $400 headphones because it's $400.
Yeah.
So the $100 ones are going to be on the table. But when you get to a point where you can upgrade, like it's worth it. Like the pleasure of the better fidelity,
Yeah.
and then the long term effect on your ear. Like it's absolutely worth it. Yeah.
Have you ever had to change how you DJ because of your hearing?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What adjustments did you have to make for that?
Many of my peers, they blast the monitor.
Yeah.
So sometimes I just can't be in the booth with them. I know they're getting a vibe,
Yeah.
and they need the monitor louder.
Yeah.
And I get that I'm guilty of incrementally turning up the volume as I get more vibes. But sometimes like some guys operate at a dangerous volume. So I just can't be in there, right? So that's one big adjustment. Is like understanding like, yeah, maybe I just can't be during your set, can't be in here because it's gonna be too loud.
So if someone is already experiencing a ringing or hearing fatigue, what is the first thing that they should change this week?
Give yourself a break, more quiet time, and turn the volume down. It's really easy. Like if you listen on your phone and you have earbuds or whatever, and your favorite song comes on and like whatever that max volume is, if you can drop it 2.5, 3 dB just to start, because it's learning like a new habit, right? So you can't do it overnight. Like maybe there's a few people out there that they can do the right away, but for most humans, if you incrementally reduce it, it can happen. So if you go from like 10 to 8.5, and then you ride 8.5 for a few months, and then you like, let me go down to 7.5, and then maybe drop it that last half a dB and go to 7, and you stay at 7, and then that's, you just have to retrain like how you listen at whatever volume, right?
Okay. So if you have some sort of tinnitus or hearing loss,
I do.
okay, how does that impact your overall well-being?
Couple tricks I learned is like, so when I'm driving home like from a gig, especially if it was loud,
Yeah.
I won't listen to music. I might listen to nothing or maybe talk radio low
Right.
in the car. So maybe like sports talk radio, or I'll throw on a podcast or something, and I'll turn it a little lower because it requires me to like focus and concentrate. Or I'll listen to nothing. I'll listen to silence. So it's just like just really giving myself the breaks, because like I've been at the stoplight waiting for the light to change, and then I hear the ringing, and I just left the club 5-10 minutes ago. I'll hear like maybe 10-15 seconds of ringing, and I'm like, I guess it was a loud night. That can't be good, right? So that would be like, that's a dead signal. Like my ride home should be quiet, as quiet as possible, right? So it's kind of just paying attention, right? Like, and especially when you do hear the ringing, like I've had it happen in the studio while I was working, right? And like stop, take a break, chill. You don't have to be gone for an hour or whatever. Just like, like don't be hammering the music while your ear is ringing, like throwing kerosene on the fire. Like, just chill for a little bit, let the ringing stop, reset, start working at a lower volume, and then start again.
Where can people find you and stay connected with your work?
You can find me on the social. You can find me on the socials. I'm most active on Instagram, followed by TikTok, followed by Twitter, and then way in the background is Facebook. And I'm working on my YouTube, so I'm kind of active on YouTube. You see me, I comment on a lot of stuff, and I'm trying to post more on YouTube. I'm trying to build my YouTube slowly, so subscribe, please. It's all like music related, like production, party recaps, travel recaps, music videos, and then I have a bunch of sets that I'm gonna upload starting in the fall. So like a monthly series of sets, 45 minutes. But yeah, that's where you can find me. And yeah, when you see me in the wild, if it's a loud environment, I don't have my shit in my ears to protect it, tap me on the shoulder, remind me, please.
And because this is Hip Hop and Barbells, what are 5 tracks that you might recommend to people to listen to kind of pump them up for their workouts?
Oh, simple. Between the Sheets, DJ Agile featuring Ray Robinson is brand new. It'll pump you up. It's a up-tempo, I'm a piano R&B remake of a classic Isley Brothers joint. I really like, I know it's AI fused song, but there's a French World Cup soccer song called I'm gonna say it wrong. Imbabla or Imbale. It means unstoppable in French. So whatever that is. My French is terrible. But my son listens to that a lot. And now I like it. It's super hype. It's like, it'll get you hype. It's very hype. I know there's a lot of AI in the song, but still hype. Hype is hype. I really like Janice STJU from Drake, which just dropped on Friday. He dropped 3 records and everybody's like, which one's the song? A bunch of people requested it last night. I was downtown playing and every car was playing it. So I'm like, I guess this is the song. But it is hype. What else? It's hype for me right now. Oh, I love the Alex Isley, West Side, from her new album.
Kill him this take. I'm gonna shit. He's got the cleanness here as well. It goes out the other.
That was very sus.
Don't worry about it. That's how long a relation's been going.
Yeah, so I like West Side, Alex Isley. I think that joint's, it's like mellow hype, but I get hype on that record. And
I got a flashlight right now.
You got a flash? All right, man. Thank you.
Cameras on cameras.
Hi, Vincent.
Wait, what's up? I haven't seen her in ages.
I look terrible.
Oh, stop
I'm
it.
sweating.
Wait. It says clean the front lens. Don't worry. Yeah, there you go. Because it's a dirty lens. Okay.
I have to get you guys a Doom shirt.
What time are you getting in tonight?
Huh?
What time are you reaching tonight?
know. Are we open at 10?
You guys back here tonight at 10?
Yeah.
I was so confused. I was like, wait, am I supposed to come tonight?
No, we got the brunch every Sunday and then long
Okay.
weekend for her.
No, the better lighting is right now. So
Yeah.
okay. Drive safe. And,
Thank you. Nice seeing
stay in touch,
you.
right?
Definitely. Let me know if you need any help.
Yeah. Until
Okay.
He needs help. I don't know what hypoxia, but he needs. And what would be the last song? Last song that can I cheat?
Yeah. You can do whatever you need to do.
I'll tell you.
I'm gonna edit some of this stuff.
Yeah. Right in my Apple Music library, I'll tell you. Imbattable. That's the French one. That's what it's called. Imbattable. All right.
Who's the artist?
That's a very good question. Remember, it's AI, so it's Cristallo. So Imbattable. Cristallo is the artist. The new Glenn Lewis dropping on Friday.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called GYAL. Fire.
It's so good.
So good.
So good.
It's so hard. It's like gangster Glenn Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's your 5.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
All right,
Thanks
cool.
so much, Agile.
Cool.